hit the gym again. So how's the workout going? You happy with your barbells? Oh, yeah. Thanks for making the effort. You feeling all right? Honestly, my body feels great. I feel much stronger already, but... But what? But it's not okay. I'm not okay. I think I was deceiving myself. I did feel incompatible, but it wasn't because my body was incomplete. It was because my soul was missing something. Or someone, to be more precise. Someone I loved. Ben. Ben? Yeah? Is it really so surprising for you? Actually, not that much. Of course not. You remember our basketball team captain? Yeah, I do, but, I always thought that was just for laughs. Oh, yeah, for laughs. What about your cousin's boyfriend in the summer of... Okay, yeah, you win. I always thought of it as a phase, experimenting with different stuff. Well, I thought that about my experiments with girls. But it wasn't a phase. It felt right for you. You just never met the right guy. Yeah. I guess I met the right woman instead. And I met Ben, which means in our case, it wasn't really about looking for a woman or a man, just finding the right person. So, tell me more about Ben. Well, after Mom died, I decided to stay abroad, quit college. I joined this community of warehouse workers and got into activism. Ben was in our group, a geology student, but he was different. Never took things too seriously, everybody liked him. He had me the moment he smiled at me. What happened then? Our protest didn't bring results, so we intensified our actions. Police interventions escalated. Before we knew it, we were entangled in a full-scale war between the workers and the corporations. I was all into it. I even felt like the people might want me as a leader. But Ben, he started having doubts. He detested violence. He wanted us to try and change the corporation by working with it instead of fighting it. A mature and sensible approach, if you ask me. Yeah. Evolution, not revolution, he'd say. I wasn't ready for that kind of thinking at first, but as the riots got more and more violent, I changed my perspective. So, when Ben suggested we just pack our things and get away from it all, you went with him. Yeah, I did. And I never regretted that decision. So, you miss this guy? We became inseparable. He talked me into taking up a job in an offshore oil rig. And one day, when we were on shore leave, Ben started talking about rubidium and space mining missions. He was so excited about it. Wanted us to enroll there and then. And did you? We both did. And then we got totally wasted, which was a bad idea because that was our last day off. So the next day, our transport arrives and Ben gets on it without me. I'm just too damn hungover. So I stay behind, miss my shift, make calls to tell them I'll get on the next transport. But I never do. Because that day, there's a major gas leak on the rig. The whole thing blows up, killing a dozen people, including Ben. After that, I just kept blaming myself for not being there with him. I kept turning it over and over in my head, wondering if I could have done something. So sorry, man. Well, that's the twisted thing. I appreciate your empathy, but you don't have to be sorry. I don't? No. Because it's not what really happened, right? Okay. At first, I was too confused to even think about it, and I guess I tried to keep Ben and that whole story at arm's length. It was depressing enough to realize who I was, or what I was. Ripple on the water of someone else's life. And I don't like being depressed, you know that. Yeah. But doing more and more of those bench presses, I just couldn't avoid thinking that if my real life path was different and I, meaning you, never even met Ben, then that means there's a possibility he might still be alive, if he exists at all. And the more I think about it, the more certain I am that I just want to know. I want to know what the real reality looks like. Does that make any sense to you? Okay, tell you what. Why don't we try and find out more about him when we get back? If we get back. If you get back. Not much chance for me to make it. We both know that. No, Jan. You don't get it. I need to know now. It would just be so amazing to discover a different, better ending to my story. Oh, come on. Can't you use your contact with Earth to ask around? And what would I say? I know there's rubidium to mine and the sun's chasing us, but hey, you don't happen to know anything about it, Ben? Well, yeah, everything sounds ridiculous if you don't put your heart in it. I'm just asking you to take me seriously, buddy. Think you can do that? Okay. No promises, but I can try. Thanks, man. Seriously, I know it's a lot. I'll need to narrow down the search a bit, though. Sure. The name's Ben Harris. Actually, his full name's Benjamin, but he never liked it. The Ben I knew anyway. So I was thinking, since my Ben was so hyped up about going on a Dolly mission, if he exists, there's a solid chance he applied in this reality too, which means he's gotta be in Ally Corp's database of candidates. Okay. Let's find out if you really know him that well. About the miner's arm. Kudos to you for sticking to the hard way. Let me just say, the miner's much more self-confident now. You know, it's funny how real it feels. All of us here, like a proper crew, fighting or helping each other out. Just like actual people. Yeah. I'm trying to think of any signs that she was ill. Not really in the mood to play detective right now. Anyway, tell me if you remember anything suspicious. Hey, how's the new arm? Shit, man, I never thought I'd be so worked up about a part of myself. I can't stop looking at it. It's so, neat. Here. Wow. Cute, right? And guess what? No pain. I can't thank you enough, bro. I know how much it cost you to make that shit. And you nabbed some rubidium for me as well. Not to mention pissing off our whiz kid. Yeah, I enjoyed that part. Here's to you, brother. This arm's gonna do anything for you now. Well, no, not anything. You know what I mean, like, work-wise. Sure. Just get back to what you were doing, all right? Take care of this now? What a shitty day. What a week, huh? Should I move there?
Okay, just lie still and think of something engaging.
When will you have the results?
Not before I finish scanning everybody. You're the first one, so after we finish, you can go to bed and come back in the morning. I should know more by then. Okay. Ready? Here we go.
Something's gonna be wrong. I just know it. Feels like waiting for high school finals or something. I treated this body well. It won't betray me. Right? So, you have our results? Yes. It was a long night, but everyone got scanned. I've just finished running the results through our medical software. And, well, there's no easy way to put it. It's there. Mutated tissue. It's growing in our brains. What? You mean we all have it? No. Not all. Almost everyone is affected, but there's one exception. You, Jan. You're the only one that's clean. Holy shit. Yeah. You know what that means? Caused by accelerated growth in the womb? Maybe. But there were other factors at play. Take rapidium, for example. Or a combination of circumstances, such as the radiation disrupting the tissue growth somehow. There are two things we know for sure. One, creating any other altar will most probably result in the same condition, and two, if we don't find a cure, we will all die, just like the sheep. The whole crew, except for you. It's a matter of days. Look, man, I know you're not the emotional type, but is this the moment you want to talk about how you feel? I appreciate what you're trying to do here. Stop and think about it for a moment before we move on to try and find a solution. But what do you want me to say? If you look at it from a certain angle, death is a logical outcome of events. I suppose not knowing exactly what caused it bothers me more than not being immortal. The only thing I'm really scared of is the possibility that this mission will fail because I won't be around. So, how do we find a cure? Well, I don't
Oh no. Try as I might, this is where my expertise ends. Okay. Okay, don't worry. We'll think of something, right? We always do. I don't know, Jan. Maybe the people who told you to branch yourself will be able to help us. Maybe. I am still waiting on a call from Lucas about the coordinates. It's worrying he hasn't got in touch yet. Well, let's hope he does. In the meantime, the best we can do is focus on getting rid of that gravity distortion. Even if we can't make it to the end of the mission, at least we can clear the path for you. Okay, Matt. Thanks.
Hey, man. How are you taking it? First Molly dying, and now your condition. It must be hard for you. How am I taking it? Well, I've been thinking. If Molly was the first one you created, and I was the second one, does that mean I'm next in line? Maybe it just means that you're my second best friend. Well, all right. After the sheep. What an honor, thanks. The irony is, I liked being around that creature. It kinda consoled me. Yeah, me too. I thought I was the only one who missed the poor beast. Did she remind you of Mom's dreams too? Yeah. Yeah, she always wanted to move to the country and settle down on a farm. She wanted to raise sheep, remember? It only came back to me after Molly went. Yeah. True, I'd forgotten about that. Dad never took those dreams seriously. And neither did we. That's an understatement. We absolutely hated them. Her annoying love of nature. Every weekend she'd go, Jan, why don't we go for a walk? See how the park has changed since last week. Looking back, I wish I'd said yes more often. Yeah. Our idea of a perfect day was to stay in our room all day and play games. Luckily, she let it go eventually. Oh no. Now, she gave up on us, but she never let go of her sanctuary. Sanctuary? What do you mean? In the park? The bench? Yeah. She couldn't have a house in the country, so she found herself a hideout in the city. Her favorite bench. She revealed her little secret to me years later. You're telling me she never took you there? No. No. Right. I guess that's because it was after Dad moved out. You were gone by that time. What was it like? Actually, it was beautiful. And finally, I was old enough to sit still for 5 minutes and just look at frickin' trees with her. Doesn't sound very special, but it was. You wouldn't understand. And after she passed, I went to sit on that bench on my own. Every time I was down, I went there. It comforted me. I guess I could really use a place like that now. But we do have a place like that. You must have seen our holoprojector module. Makes you feel as if you're sitting in a park, on a bench. That thing? Oh, come on. That's not the same. Well, not if you sit there on your own. But I guess the whole point is to be there with someone. I don't know. Come on. I'll meet you there. Hey, how are you holding up? Shit, man. What can I tell you? It's what always happens, right? Just when you start hoping things can change, someone or something decides to drop a goddamn bomb on you. Story of my fucking life. Don't worry, we'll find a way out of this. I'm sure of it. Yeah. Jan Dolsky never gives up, right? We're just gonna work our asses off until we either make it or break it. Yeah. I always pictured myself dying of old age. Or at least in a hospital, surrounded by people I love. Honestly, I imagined something way worse than this. Or sadder. Still, we're not dead yet. Hey, how are you holding up? What do you think? You heard the news, didn't you? We're going to die. Don't worry, okay? I won't let that happen. Good, Jan. Do something. Because I don't want to go. I'm not ready. Not yet. Hey, how are you holding up? I'm doing my best, thanks. Just trying to come to terms with it. I mean, dying? Seems so surreal, you know? I can't believe it's true either. There has to be a way to prevent it. And I know we'll find it. Yeah. Let's not lose hope. Looks like I'm done. Should I go there next?
tension is becoming dangerous. We need to find a solution.
Not bad, huh? It really hits all your senses. The sound of the birds chirping in your ears, the summer breeze on your face. Quite the immersive experience. You forgot to mention the stench of mold in the air conditioning. Well, it can't all be perfect, can it? Apparently not. So, I was wondering, how much more did I not know about Mom? What? Well, it seems you got to know her better after our lives separated. I'd love to know what you talked about on that bench. So, this is what it's all about, huh? You just want to sit down and make up for lost time. That's not the way it works.
What do you mean? You don't get to just collect a few nice memories and pretend you lived my life. Made my choices. You chose the easy way back then. You want it easy now. What if I told you that I regret it? Do you? Or are you just lying to yourself? Because it seems to me that at the end of the day, you're always thinking about yourself. Look at us. Here I am, scared of dying because of your decisions, and all you want is to hear more about Mom. My decisions? Yeah. You created us like this, like some kind of freaks, messing with our brains so much, I mean, it had disaster written all over it. But you preferred not to see it. You haven't got a clue how to cure us, do you? You're just pretending to care, because you need us to get back to your lousy life. Hey, you can deny it all you want, but I'm still waiting for a reason to believe you've changed. And all I'm seeing is the same guy who left Mom because he was fucking selfish. I don't need to listen to this. You're just lashing out because you're frustrated. With this life, but even more. With the one you had. You know what? Go to hell. Lucas, what took you so long?
Man, finally. I was trying to reach you for days, but I was getting some crazy distortions. I had to reprogram the frequency. What the hell is going on out there? Is the base safe?
We've encountered another obstacle. But it's not my worst problem.
Why? What's going on out there?
My alters. They're suffering from a mysterious disease.
What do you mean?
Some strange brain mutation. Molly. The sheep I had to create to test rubidium had it too. She died without warning.
Shit, Jan. I don't know what to say.
Yeah,
What about you?
I'm fine. It's just them.
Oh.
Yeah. Rubidium. Not so great after all.
Yeah, I guess it couldn't be perfect. Nothing is. Not in this world. Still, we can't give up, Jan. Not yet. Maybe there's a cure. A method to undo this side effect. Tell me, do you know anything more about this condition?
I have MRI scans of the whole crew and Molly's autopsy report.
Wow. You've been busy. Send them over. I need to take this to Maxwell at once.
Maxwell. You never told me he was the brain behind the branching procedure. What exactly are the two of you up to?
Up to? Who do you think we are, Jan? Some scheming comic book masterminds? I never said anything about Maxwell's research because I don't want him to get into trouble. He must trust you a lot if he told you all about it. Or maybe he's simply so excited about what you've done, what it could mean for him, that he stopped caring about exposing himself.
I don't like this secrecy. I'd really prefer it if the corporation was on the same page as Maxwell here.
I don't think you would, Jan. If you knew more about how they treated him. He was on the brink of a real revolution in cognitive science, but he made a mistake. He let the bureaucratic machine take over and undermine our efforts. We were just a step away from getting it right when they closed Project Ela down. Yeah. I was in it too. That's why I followed him when he was transferred to mining ops.
So, if Project Ela was so great, why was it killed?
Officially? Some corporate budget-cutting bullshit. But if you ask me, once the board realized what he was doing, they got scared. What they had in mind for our lab was a contract with the Army that could go on for years and guarantee state funding. They wanted to fix people so they could send them back into action. We wanted to cure them.
That project, Ela. What was it about?
Helping people. Patients affected by PTSD, war veterans, mostly. Everyone else wrote them off. Except for Maxwell. He never gave a shit about what other people thought. He came up with new quantum-based technology to ease the pain of their trauma. Altering memories. Painful memories.
So, you think Maxwell could find a cure for my alters?
I don't know. But what you're doing is a continuation of his life's work. You can be sure he'll do everything to help you. I'll talk to him at once and relay your findings to him. We'll see what he thinks.
Okay.
Now, you said something about an obstacle blocking your way? How serious is that?
To be honest, I don't know. I haven't investigated it properly yet. All I know is that it's some kind of a gravity field distortion.
Gravity distortion? Shit. Well, that would explain why I couldn't get through to you for so long. This is not good news, Jan. I'd advise you to use a gravity sensor to collect as much data as soon as possible. Neutralizing this thing might take some time and resources.
Yeah, I'll jump right on it.
Hang in there, Jan. We'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Thanks, Lucas.
I'll 7 out.
Lucas?
Jan? Everything all right?
Yeah, I'm calling with some good news. I managed to build another Rapidium arc.
Wow! Really? That's awesome. I know it might seem boring to you, but I really believe Rapidium can change things. You know? It wasn't always like this. I used to think it was all a big scam, an easy way for corporations to patch their post-crisis budgets with public money.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was true, and my discovery was something they never planned.
Planned or not, it raised my hopes back up. I started believing again that things can change. Look, I never tell this to anybody, but you should know that back home, my older brother is doing time.
In prison? Seriously?
Yeah. You know how they always catch the little fish? My brother was a good kid, but he was unlucky. Our parents couldn't afford a higher education for us. He had to work, support the family. And where I come from, well, not too many options who you can work for, if you know what I mean. I was lucky. I met Maxwell. He paid my tuition fees.
Maybe it wasn't luck. Maybe you were simply more determined to get away than your brother.
Oh, he was determined, believe me. To feed his kids. Keep them healthy. My family used to live off the land, but after water became a luxury, that was no longer possible. And with no education or rich relatives, trust me, alternatives were thin. I'm telling you, I was that close from ending up like him. If it weren't for Maxwell, my grandma says it was a miracle.
How did Maxwell find you?
Simple. He was looking for promising students. And I'd just taken part in a science Olympiad in my country. I had a good result. Oh, very good, actually. And my topic was quantum algorithms. Call it what you want. Destiny. Pure chance. Fact is, Maxwell was going through a tough time in his life too. But that's a whole different story for some other time, maybe.
It was good talking to you.
You too. Good luck. And keep it up, okay? More arcs really could mean a better world. I'll 7 out.
What? Huh. I always thought I'm a dog person. I know. I thought so too. Then we adopted Hector. It's a shame you don't have a picture of him. Hey, can you hear me? Loud and clear. Waking up from cryosleep. Achy back. Buzzing sound in ears. Piercing headache. I'll have to recommend more humane methods for the, what the hell? Just take it easy, I can explain. I knew there was something rotten going on. So this is what they're really doing. Replicating people. For efficiency. Relax. You're confused, I get it. And that's totally fine. What are you? A friendly welcome bot? Don't worry, I'll explain everything. Just be so kind and answer a few control questions for me, okay? I'll only answer to a human being. Where's the captain? Please. What is your name and role on this mission? My name is Jan Dolsky. I'm a representative of the Joint Trade Union sent on this mission to make sure nobody is fucking with the people employed here. And you know what? My notebook is beginning to fill up fast. Finally, someone who can stand up for us and help explain this mess. What do you mean? There was a bad accident. All you're experiencing is a consequence of that. Accident? What accident? During the landing, I'm afraid the whole crew died. Oh, isn't this just getting better and better? The whole crew? Where's the comms room? I need to report this back to the Union immediately. I'm sorry, but access to the comms room is restricted. Really. Don't tell me you're calling the shots here. Someone had to make you, Mr. Lookalike. I want to talk to them. They should be told that it's illegal to use people's DNA like that. Actually, you're the one that's been created illegally, and I was the one who made you. Like I said, things went south, I had no choice. This is absurd. It's true, and you're not the first one I made. I have Rapidium. No, you're lying to me. Rapidium is what we were supposed to... Besides, I'm someone important. I do things for people. Real people rely on me. Calm down. You're not the original Jan, but that doesn't mean you can't be important. You're right about us being different. That's because I altered my mind to make you. I don't have your history of fighting for people. That can be really useful here. This is just... No, it's not happening. You know what? You need two things to process this. Time and straight-up facts. You'll find everything you want to know in the mission logs. It better not be corporate propaganda. You can decide for yourself. Once you've read it, let's talk again. In the meantime, just make yourself at home in the base and meet the rest of the crew. Talk to people. Yeah. It might be wise to start with that. Lucas, you there?
Jan, what's the matter?
Well, I have a favor to ask of you, sort of on the side. It might seem unconventional, but it's important.
What is it?
It's about a certain person called Benjamin Harris. It's possible he could have applied to participate in a Dolly mission in recent months. Do you think you could take a look in the candidate database and see if there's any trace of him?
And why exactly do you need to track him down?
Well, I'm doing this research project on my alternative lives. I wanted to see what's going on with a person I might have known if I took a different path. That makes sense to you?
Oh, sure. I mean, the general idea. And I'm always game for a good scientific project. But I can't just snoop around corporate databases at will. They're not that accessible.
Please? This is really important to me.
Look, I get it. But what do you want me to do? Break in? I mean, that would be illegal.
But it wouldn't be wrong.
I guess I talked you into something illegal too, right? Making your altars just so you could survive and bring back Rapidium. Those arcs you've collected, I know you're taking these missions seriously. So, I guess I can at least think about it. Okay?
Thanks, man. I won't tell anyone, promise.
Yeah, I know. You got anything more on this guy?
There's a chance he's a geologist.
Might be helpful?
And he's got a loud laugh.
That a little less.
That was a joke, Lucas.
I got it, Jan. It's just my laugh is a quiet one.
And that's what makes it so priceless.
Let's get this straight. I'm only saying I'll try.
I believe in you, Lucas.
Yeah, sure. I'll get back to you if I find something.
You know where to find me. Another lovely day with a brain mutation. It'd be nice to know there's a solution coming.
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
What's there to discuss? We need to shield
I'm not
ourselves
afraid
from
of
radiation.
radiation. Since when are you such a wimp?
Yeah, right.
I can see you're uncomfortable. Anxious.
Aren't you? The circumstances are far from comfortable.
Hard to disagree. I wish I could help. What do you usually do to calm down?
Honestly, I try to avoid the thing that scares me or thinking about it.
Work is the best distraction. And there's plenty to do here instead of thinking idly.
You really won't miss any opportunity to get me to work.
Hey, how's it going for you? Still early days. Could use a little more comradeship in the group, but we'll get there. I have faith. Comradeship is great, but what these guys need is motivation to work harder and longer. Efficiency. The human being is a working machine. You can see the system already brainwashed you. Okay, let me stop you right there, bro. I understand these issues are important to you, but we are not going down that path. You think it's a decision you can make? Yes, and I've made it. I created you to help us make it out of here alive, and that is what we'll focus on. You can't change the world if you're dead. Well, what can I say? You've got a fair point there. You're not stopping me from having my views, though. Let's just get back to work. Sure. Only thing we're here for. Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. Is that my Crooked Testers t-shirt? Mm-hmm. Still a damn good band. Oh, man.
I remember the wild party we threw after they won that lawsuit against their record label. A beautiful demonstration of strength derived from unity. Hey, well. I didn't take you for a fan of dystopias. Honestly, I never read it. I thought I might enjoy it during the long evenings in the base, but I'm too drained to even pick it up. I read it a dozen times at least, and I will gladly do it again. It's such a great reminder of how corporations train us to be their servants. Lucas, any news?
Yeah. Good news, actually. I managed to get into the candidate database. Your guy does exist.
Seriously? Wow.
And you were right. We have him on the list.
No shit.
Yeah, this is very fresh. His application's still waiting to be processed, but I bet he's got a decent chance. Works on an offshore rig, which would make him qualified to work as a refinery operator.
Man, that's just incredible.
Want to tell me more about why it's so incredible?
The fact that he's actually alive.
You mean he was dead in your alternate life?
Yeah. My alter was in a relationship with him. Man, is he gonna be over the moon when he hears this.
So, what are you planning to do with this information? Will you tell this alter of yours that his boyfriend is actually out there?
Honestly, I don't know yet.
If you want my advice, think about it carefully. I'm not sure you want to get this guy's hopes up.
What do you mean?
I mean, we don't know what's gonna happen to your alters, right? Even if they survive, we all want the best for them, but imagine your alter ego finding this guy back on Earth and what? Marrying him? It could be, a dangerous precedent, don't you think?
Shit. Oh, this is complicated.
Yeah, well, you know him better than me. He'll figure out what to do. My job is done here.
Yeah. Thanks, Lucas. I owe you one.
Don't mention it. Just keep it up with the Rapidium, and we're even.
Hey, got a minute? I have some news about Ben.
You asked about him? And?
He exists. And he's alive.
Is he? So, he was planning to go to space here as well?
Looks like it. And there's more. He seems to be the very same person you knew. Working on an oil rig and all. It's... honestly... it's amazing.
Wow. You know what this means, don't you?
No? Tell me.
It means... Oh, hell, I don't know what it means, but it's fucking unbelievable. He's real. Now we really need to make it back alive. I need to make it back.
Yeah. So, let's get our asses in gear, cause there's still a long way to go.
You're right. But the tide is turning, Jan. I can feel it.
And let me tell you one thing, Jan. I've been absorbing you with my problems, but that doesn't mean I don't know life hasn't been great for you. It's given us both some sour berries to chew on.
Yeah.
You remember Uncle Martin's red currant wine, right? Oh, yeah. It'd say, some people get lemons and make lemonade. I get red currants and make wine. Well, you just proved that we can make some really sweet wine out of those sour berries we got. Thank you. Never stop believing the future can be bright.
I'll try.
Keeping busy, I hope. Before you head out, make sure you have all...
I finished my tasks. Want me to take care of this now?
the company was... Hello?
Jan, Maxwell here.
It's good to hear you. Things are getting more and more tense in here.
Yeah, I know. Lucas told me everything. I set to work at once analyzing the data you sent. I won't lie to you. This condition you discovered is something never seen before. I can confirm what you probably already suspect. It is highly probable that it is induced by accelerated brain tissue development which your alters have undergone. I am very sorry this has happened, but nobody could have predicted it. As I've said before, you're a pioneer, Jan. Unexpected setbacks come with the job.
Being a builder is my job.
It's the job you signed up for. But it's not who you are anymore, is it? Not just who you are. You've crossed the threshold, and now, I suppose, well, you have to face the trial.
Tell me. I'm ready.
Your heart's in it. That's good. But you'll also need an open mind, because the solution I would like to propose may be a little unsettling.
What would I have to do?
Prepare a treatment based on biological material from a healthy donor.
Donor of what exactly?
Brain cells.
Great. I volunteer.
That's generous of you, but you can't donate brain tissue.
What? Why not? I'm the only one who's not affected.
Because it would kill you. It's not blood samples we're talking about, but a significant amount of brain tissue. From the cortex.
So, how did you want me to get it?
There is only one solution. You have Rapidium, Jan. You have the womb. All you need to do is create a copy of your body, but without applying the branching procedure. By leaving its mind records blank, you will create a being with no awareness, no feelings, no thoughts. A biological vessel, if you will. A tabula rasa.
That doesn't sound very nice. But I guess it could work.
It has to work. Just follow the instructions I send you and you can cure your alters with healthy brain tissue very effectively.
Wait, but if Rapidium-induced growth causes this, won't he get sick as well?
It shouldn't. Not if it stays fully sedated. You see, the mutation occurs in the part of the brain responsible for cognitive functions, thinking, learning, remembering. So as long as the vessel's cortex stays inactive, it will remain a clean slate, and its brain tissue will be safe to use.
So, tabula rasa is doomed to die.
Oh, I see what worries you. The possible existence of the human factor some people call the soul. Personally, I prefer the word used by Avicenna, essence. You see, Avicenna made a distinction between essence and existence, which he thought was the domain of the accidental, or, as you would put it, the choices that shape us. Essence, on the other hand, is that core of a being which endures, regardless of any circumstances. For Avicenna, essence proved that there was a God who created us. For me, it's a whole new field of study. Just think about it. What if we looked at this essence just like we look at any other aspect of a human being? Its body, mind, emotions, something that can be scientifically observed, trained, even enhanced. Isn't that exactly what you are doing with your alters, Jan?
I'm not experimenting on them. I'm surviving.
Then carry on doing it. All I'm suggesting is that you look at this empty altar's essence in the same way a sculptor looks at a stone that is too brittle to carve in. There's no logical reason to fear dismissing it. Lucas and I went back to our old research to recreate a piece of code we once discarded. One that allowed for a much more flexible approach to erasing human memories. It can serve you to increase the capabilities of the quantum computer and create a tabula rasa version of yourself.
Upgrade the quantum computer? With the use of your banned research, but what about Ally Corp? What about the consequences for me when they find out about all the rules I've broken? A simple builder? I mean, creating my altars is one thing, but this... I could get accused of much bigger violations.
Can I trust you, Jan?
Yes, of course you can.
Good. Ally Corp doesn't have to know anything. Whatever happens from now on can stay strictly between you and me. I told you that I'd do anything to protect your mission, and I wasn't joking. Follow my instructions, and I'll take care of everything else.
Ally Corp has a big medical department. My ex-wife works there. Are you sure we shouldn't turn to them for help instead of harvesting this biological vessel against the law?
Yes, I'm sure. I told you before, it's better for you and your alters if your wife and her employers stay out of this. You didn't listen then. I hope you'll listen now. It's the only safe way for you. We can do this. Are you with me?
All right. I'll trust you.
Thank you. Let me make one thing clear. My goal isn't to undermine Ally Corp's operations. It's not resentment that drives me. Yes, my career was broken because of their short-sightedness, but I'm not seeking revenge. I just believe that I have a much deeper understanding of the full potential of your mission, and the means to execute this potential. All they could ever do is take the rupidium you've found and use it to boost the prices of their shares. Sure, maybe a few hungry people would benefit as a side effect, but it would all be temporary, insignificant, an opportunity lost. So, no, I'm not against them. But I know that by withholding some information from them, we can achieve so much more. And I'm relieved you feel the same way. Keep me posted on your progress.
Here? Huh. Man. I would never. Hey there. I talked to Maxwell. It looks like he came up with a cure for your condition. Really? Are you telling me there's hope? Yeah, it's some kind of sophisticated treatment based on healthy brain tissue. Maxwell sent us a formula. Oh, that's ambitious. What do you need me to do? Well, I'll need you to reprogram our quantum computer according to some old piece of code from Maxwell's experiments. He claims it's gonna let us create an awareness-free altar. Awareness-free? The plan is to create a biological vessel from my DNA and extract lots of healthy brain tissue from it. Biological vessel to produce a healthy mutation-free brain. That makes sense. So, you're okay with it? It sounds like a promising idea. Why would I not be okay with it? Because these are not corporate instructions. Maxwell is clearly pushing his own agenda here. Don't you find it odd that he's so reluctant to consult Ally Corp Medical about our problem? It is
Slightly unsettling, I admit. Are you thinking of talking to them behind his back?
I don't know. Maybe I should talk to Lena again?
Look, this situation is starting to be a little too emotionally problematic for me. She's your ex, not mine. You decide whether you want to take the risk. Just remember, Maxwell gave us a viable option. Shouldn't we just proceed instead of complicating things?
Maybe you're right. I'm overthinking it.
Good. Just give me the green light, and I'll start researching that new QC functionality right away. Then we'll take it step by step.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't worry. We can do this.
Lena, can you hear me?
I'm here. Did you get to your rendezvous point?
Not yet. I'm experiencing unforeseen circumstances. Again.
What's the problem?
It's a medical condition I seem to have developed up here. Don't freak out, but it's some kind of... well, brain mutation.
What?
I said, don't freak out, please.
But didn't you get a proper checkup before leaving? How the fuck is that even possible? What is wrong with this mission? What is wrong with Maxwell?
He's trying to help. He suggested something, but I'm not sure it's gonna work. I could really use a second opinion, and I just thought you could have some ideas.
Okay. Do you have anything you can send me?
Yeah, I've got an MRI scan.
Right. I'll see if I can figure something out.
Thank you, Lena.
Jan, you said Maxwell gave you a solution you didn't like.
Yeah, he did. I don't want to go into the details.
Well, whatever it is, maybe keep it as a backup option, just in case. We don't know how much time you have.
I'll keep it in mind. Thanks. Hey, I'd like a word with you. Looks like you have something to say to me. Please, tell me it's not true. Are we seriously going to farm a human being like it's a plant? No, you're right. It's unthinkable. I talked to Lena and she promised to try and help. Good. That's the way to go. Jan, find some time for me? We gotta talk. Jan, come and see me. There's a matter I want to discuss. So, do you think the passive radiation filter calmed the crew? Damn right it did. And no more complaining the radiation's killing us. Thanks for suggesting the solution. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, I got you. Hey, I notice you returned late to the base. You know that radiation at this time can be extremely dangerous for you. Ah, you noticed. Yeah, I did stay out a little longer, but I squeezed so much more out of that outpost, and we really need it now. I do feel kinda nauseated, but a small dose of radiation ain't nothing we can't neutralize overnight.
Okay. That sounds reasonable.
Of course. Just trust me.
You wanted to talk about something? Yeah. I've been laying low, just observing the situation from a distance, but I think it's time you and I talked. Okay. So, you're a builder? Yeah. For a corporation? Yeah. And you weren't supposed to have any responsible role on this mission. What? No, a builder has a lot of responsibility. Yeah, right. Taking orders and getting injured all the time. Don't make me laugh. I mean real capacity to make decisions. As a leader. Leader? Yeah. Isn't that what you always wanted to be? True. And now that you mention it, I do recall having juvenile fantasies about it. Remember our Fierce Ocelot survival camp? We got to the rank of patrol guide at 12. You can call that a juvenile fantasy. I'll call it a promising start. Fierce Ocelots, yeah, that was a cool adventure. Adventure? What about standing up for your men when the camp director made them clean the latrines for 3 days in a row? Man, yeah, right, I forgot about that. And the protest we organized when the canteen gave us forks to eat soup with? We're no goons. Give us spoons. Yes, see? You remember. And how good it felt to have people follow you, trust you, respect you. So, what happened? How did you end up as a corpo rat without any agency? I'm no rat. Allied Corp treats us well. It's a steady job with good benefits. You should try it sometime. So, they bought your soul for benefits. Are you trying to make me feel bad about myself? I'm just thinking out loud. Where did your choices get you? Are you really satisfied with how you ended up drifting with the current, not getting in anybody's way? Because things can still change, you know? If you go back to your ideals and remember how to be a true leader. And how exactly would I do that? You can stand up for your people like you used to do, instead of trying to please the bigwigs. You can make sure working conditions in here are humane. Meaning, let's start with the fundamentals. I can see you care about radiation protection. That's good. Now, I want you to keep it up. That sounds reasonable. Of course, you can't do it by imposing overtime on anybody. Obviously. I take that as a declaration. Okay, I'm in. Good. I hope you can pull it off. Could be a first step to becoming true to yourself again.
Jan, we should talk. Let's touch base.
So, heard the news? I think we might have a cure for you.
Yeah, I heard. You want to make another one of us and perform some sick experiments on him. That's nice, Jan. Feed us our own brother's brain. Make even bigger freaks of us.
Hey, what did you want to talk about? Is it true? Are you really thinking of getting the corporation involved in our treatment? The jury's still out on this one. Why? I strongly advise against it. Whatever you do, do not trust the corporation. I might sound obsessed, but I am speaking from experience. You should know that Ally Corp has blood on their hands.
Yeah, why doesn't that surprise me?
Of course, they put the blame on the unions.
What happened?
Well, first they tried to downplay our demonstrations. Chaotic riots, that's what they called them. Then they sent in the police. Things got more and more brutal. Innocent people were arrested, charged with false accusations, vilified. That's when I decided to step in as a leader. I consolidated all the separate small unions, and together we declared a general strike of the joint unions against all the big six corporations. Well, they couldn't call us chaotic anymore, so what do you think they did? They probably just sent more police against you. They went for me, personally, by planting a mole inside the organization who challenged my leadership. Imagine this guy appearing out of nowhere and suddenly undermining my authority. And his agenda? Stop the strike, back down on our demands. Ridiculous. The worst thing was, some people actually took him seriously, which is exactly what those double dealers wanted. To drive a wedge between us, destroy our newfound unity. You had to send a clear message to the people. Yeah. I had to show them that we'd never back down. It was now or never. We needed public opinion on our side, so I called for a nationwide demonstration to support our cause. A mass display of distrust towards the powers that be. And you know what? The turnout exceeded my expectations. It was the proudest day of my life. Until it became the darkest one.
What happened?
The police happened. Pushing the protesters about, yanking people out of the crowd, and mousetrapping the ones who wanted to retreat. Panic broke out. Several groups started backing out while others tried to push on, trampling them. It was a massacre. Many people died that day, Jan. And it's all on the corporations. Their hypocrisy, their greed. Wow, man. That must have been agonizing for you. I can see why you hate the corporation so much now. Yeah. And you know the worst thing? Backstabbing me was what they were planning from the start. They were just waiting to discredit me in the eyes of people who trusted me most. So, how come you ended up on this mission? For Ally Corp? Well,
It was the only way to redeem myself in the eyes of the unions. I failed as a leader. So, I needed to rebuild my position from scratch. And then Allied Corp offered me the role of a union representative on this mission. And they probably thought they were humiliating me. But I wanted to show the people I was willing to fight for their rights in any circumstance, even if it meant venturing into the lion's den. So, here I am. But it doesn't mean I trust them. And neither should you. 'Cause they're gonna play you just like they played me. Don't worry. I won't. Good. Thanks for hearing me out. I hope you won't let anyone change your mind. Hey, you wanted to talk? Yeah, it's about the miner. I've been watching him and I don't like what I'm seeing. He keeps coming back late, doesn't rest properly. Yeah, it worries me too. But it seems like this is how he wants it. Not much I can do to stop him. Not great. I mean, I know the radiation can be handled from a medical point of view, but I just don't think it's right for a person to be exploited like that. Makes me wonder why he's okay with it. He just wants to make himself useful in a difficult time. Where's the harm in that? But that's it. Haven't you noticed how obsessed he is with being useful? Hand or no hand? The miner's clearly trying to prove something he's insecure about, and you're taking advantage of that. Well, what do you want me to do about it? See, this is exactly why the unions were adamant about a mental health specialist on board every mission. The miner clearly needs therapy. And I know it sounds crazy, but maybe expanding the crew in that direction could benefit all of us. That's not such a bad idea. It's just that won't going back to all that bad shit in his life bring him down and make him lose that new zest he just acquired? You're worried he's going to be less productive. And you might be right. But maybe that's exactly what he needs. To like himself the way he is, even if no one awards him a medal for it. So, heard the news? I think we might have a cure for you. Yeah, and I gotta say, good job. I know not everyone is convinced about this method, but in my opinion, we should do whatever it takes to save the crew, without looking back.
So you just left the university. Don't you regret it?
Hell no. I mean, I struggled at first. Unemployment, inflation. I learned so much. Met lovely people. I don't feel like I missed out on anything.
Hello. So, heard the news? I think we might have a cure for you.
Yeah, I've heard. And I gotta say, it's kinda disturbing. Is it true you're considering creating this knocked out guy and retrieving his brain? Don't worry. I want to try and explore another way. That's a relief. Hope it works out. So, heard the news? We might have a cure for you. Yeah. Everyone's talking about it. They're saying it's a controversial idea. But this is not the time and place for being subtle, right?
I finished my tasks. Want me to take care of this now?
This looks like a good spot for the tower. And the other one... Yeah, I need to build it on the other side.
things lying around the turret. Could it be someone was trying to fix it?
Come see me. I'd like to draw your attention to something.
Stop moping. We'll find a solution.
Hard to crack a smile with this sense of impending doom.
In the meantime, maybe there's something we could all do to raise our spirits. Like, oh, I don't know, bucket list?
Whatever, man. What's troubling you?
Well, I've been analyzing the situation thoroughly, and in light of the fact that we may all die of this abnormality in our brains, the thought of not making it back to Earth has been haunting me. To the point of obsession, I admit.
You'll make it. We'll all make it, don't worry, okay?
Oh, please. I'm not worried for myself. There's a lot more at stake here than just our fleeting lives. Can't you see? The world will miss so much if I go too soon.
Oh, what do you mean?
My work. Everything I did in my parallel life wasn't meaningless. On the contrary, it had the potential to push space exploration to a whole new level.
Really? How?
You see, I developed a method of nanoparticle dispersion that proved to be stable in even the most extreme conditions.
Oh, shit?
Exactly. And now it breaks my heart to think that all that groundbreaking research, all that knowledge could just disappear with me, never to see the light of day.
Yeah, man, you're right. We can't let the method of nanoparticle, we can't let it disappear.
So let's do something about it.
Yeah, right. But what can we do about it?
I want to recreate my research, here and now. revisit my logic, backtrack my calculations, rewire the connections in my brain, and write it all down again. For posterity. And you need me to grant me the time to focus on this project and nothing else. Of course, I'd still be there to attend mission-critical tasks if the need arises, but I would appreciate if I could limit my availability as much as possible until I get this weight off my chest completely.
So, you're telling me no other scientist is smart enough to come up with what you did? Are you really such a genius?
Genius. You mean a nerdy guy you see in movies who wakes up in the middle of the night with a ready-made solution in his head? No, Jan. I'm a normal human being just like you. Difference is, I've burned the midnight oil more than once to find the answers I was looking for. It's no magic. But yes, I do think there's a risk no one else will ever come up with my method. And the reason I fear that is because, well, you could say, discovered it by accident.
What? No shit.
Yeah, but that doesn't diminish the importance of my results, does it? They say luck favors the prepared, but this time I'm gonna need more. Will you favor me as well?
Fine. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. It's amazing that by trying to save your own life and altering yourself, you involuntarily unleash such a big potential for change and progress. I can start working on my old research whenever you're ready.
Lena?
I think I've got something for you.
Really? What is it?
I got my hands on some tech we've been using for one of our contracts. It seems it can be modified to your needs. It's a neural implant.
What? Oh, no, Lena, I'm not a neurosurgeon, and I only have the basic equipment here.
Oh, relax, okay? It's a tiny, smart device. Inserting it is no harder than vaccinating a kid. I'll send you all the necessary instructions.
Easy peasy, huh?
I missed your sarcasm. But no, it wasn't easy to crack this one. It took all night, actually. And we did our best to make it as simple as possible for you.
No, wait. We? Who's we?
I consulted a colleague. He was in charge of deploying this implant for its original use. Nobody knows this tech better than him.
What was the original use?
The client was a big company operating in the private prison sector. They tested it on convicts applying for parole. The implant didn't just track their whereabouts. It also allowed them to control them in other ways. Regulate their levels of anxiety and such. Anyway, we think we can reprogram it to provide other brain treatments. We've worked out an initial formula based on your scan results. The implant will let us apply the formula, but also allow us to react in case anything goes wrong in the future.
Are you sure it's safe? Has it been tested as a medical device?
It hasn't, but I can promise it won't harm you. And it's the best shot we have at healing you. What's really bothering you?
I need to tell you something. It's not gonna be easy, but it's time you knew.
Knew what?
I didn't tell you the whole truth when we talked earlier. That the cure isn't for me. Actually, it's for someone else.
You're not alone out there?
No. I did something to survive. I made copies of myself. Human replicas. I swear to you, otherwise I wouldn't have made it on my own.
I'm sorry, Jan. I don't understand. I'm sorry. You did what?
I know, it sounds fucked up, but listen. I have Rapidium and I have a womb, you know, this module. Just think about it. I can make copies of myself. They're called alters.
Alters, Jan?
Yeah, because I use the quantum computer to alter their life paths, you know? So, yeah, I know this is crazy, but you gotta believe me. They are different versions of me. The different choices they made in life. There's even one who thinks he never divorced you. Can you believe that? God, he's such a pain in the ass. You'd hate him. Lena, are you still with me?
Yeah, I'm here.
I'm sorry that I lied to you, but I didn't want to disturb you.
Well, you fucking did. So, is it them? They need the treatment.
Yeah.
Does Maxwell know about this?
He does, but it's entirely on me, Lena.
Well, he'll have a lot to explain.
No, nobody can find out, at least not for now. You have to understand. I could get in some deep shit.
You're already halfway there. There's no way the people in medical won't notice that the data you're transmitting is coming from multiple patients with the same DNA. They're not stupid, Jan. They're gonna find out about what you did.
Is there no way to prevent that? I mean, I can't risk giving the corporation full access to my Alter's brains. Do you realize how vulnerable it would make them?
I'm sorry. But I don't understand. I thought you created them because you needed help, and suddenly they're in the center of all of this. Honestly, I thought you had other priorities. Look, I'm giving you a simple solution here to go on with your mission and bring Rapidium back to Earth. Yes, it means coming clean to the corporation, and yes, it also means giving them control. But that might actually be a good thing for you. You were never meant to command that mission. Please remember that. Don't put too much weight on your shoulders.
Easy for you to say. You're not the one who's gonna have to convince my alters to agree to it. It will be hard enough to convince me. I mean, imagine being left to the mercy of a soulless institution for whom you're just a massive inconvenience. A liability.
And you thought what? That you could grant them a long, happy life when you created them? They'd have to be brought to light sooner or later. You can't protect your alters from who they are. I'm sorry, but if you want to cure them, you'll have to expose them.
Maybe.
Just, please, whatever you do, don't trust Maxwell. I asked around some more, and the rumors are alarming. So I need to do some fact-checking before I share them with you. Why don't you follow the instructions I'll send you? Buy yourself time and let me get back to you, okay?
Yeah. Thanks, Lena.
Good luck.
Okay. Right. Have you heard? We have another way to cure you. Right. Well done. Brain implants. Talk about jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire. Looks like we're ready to move on. Really? Now?
You're not seriously suggesting we head out into that big, hostile cloud of sand with everyone basically on the verge of death? We have no idea what's in store for us, or if there'll be any resources out there. No way this base is moving without a fully healthy crew.
I noticed some tools lying around the tour vehicle. Looks like someone's been tinkering with it. Wasn't you, by any chance?
So what if it was? I need to stay sane somehow. Holding a heavy-duty screwdriver in my hand calms me down, even if I know driving that screw in won't change anything. So, you went away with Ben.
I found an alternative solution to your problem.
The implants, right? Talk about a divisive idea. But I, for one, appreciate your effort. Anything's better than,